Salina. It's a bad baby. Oak Cliff girl. Can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl. Put them heels on and prove.
Welcome to Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows.
It's all good, we can do whatever we wanna do now. I'm in my bag right now, and I got a feeling, babe, yeah. You're gonna be my number one lover. Spend the night making love to each other, with the lights on top of the covers. Just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're my
Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana nana boo boo.
Hey y'all, what's poppin'? Hey Shay, thank you for being a new member. Naomi, CC, my sis, Mr. Skinny, thank you for coming through. I'm not gonna hold you long. You know, it's during the week, so I'm just gonna make it simple and sweet. But I do have an open panel, so I said semi because, like I said, some people come up here and they just don't know how to, just say your piece and move on. They keep going, then they change the subject. So I always say semi-open panel. So I want to say thank you to everybody that came through. Like again, I'm just gonna make it simple and sweet. The lessons that I learned in 2024. Oh my God, it's so many lessons. I'm gonna freestyle this thing because I think at the top of my head, it's a lot of lessons that I learned this year. I really did. I'm trying to see, where do I actually start? Okay. I would say one of the lessons that I learned this year that I've been knowing, it's, how sometimes it takes you a while to kind of, get it. But once you get it, it like, okay, I got it now. I can move accordingly. I just really learned how to, I try really hard and, not to take everything so personal. That's one of the lessons that I learned. Hey D, how are you? Not to take everything so personal. Some things you should take personal and some things you shouldn't. I have habits, of sometimes being a little overly sensitive when I shouldn't be. And then sometimes it's good to be a little sensitive to what's going on because, hey, Reggie, good to see you. Hey, Ryan, good to see you, because a lot of the times people miss things when they're not really paying attention, and so but you shouldn't be overly sensitive to where everything is offensive to you. You know what I'm saying? And that you shouldn't be so easily to get upset. I learned that I have to really work on that, and that's a lesson that I've learned, and I'm learning it, and it's helping me to kind of compartmentalize, how I feel about certain things. How far do I let people that I don't know or do know affect me? So that's one lesson that I learned, not to take everything so personal, but some things I will take personal because, it's just blatantly out there. The other thing I learned, when you are on YouTube, have no more than 4 people. I'm going to say maybe 3 or 2. Really 1, but don't have no more than 4 people that you talk to online. Don't do it. You will find yourself in some predicaments on what people will twist what you said and make it something that it's not. So instead of a person coming to you and asking you, well, did you say this? They'll go by assumptions, or, and then they'll go from there. And then here you are in a big whirlpool of mess. Okay. So this is something that I've been learning in the last couple of years, especially being on here. In real life, I'm telling you, I don't have that many issues. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb, because people want to call you and text you when you're online. So I'm gonna take this, put this on Do Not Disturb, but don't have no more than 4 people that you talk to, if that. Like I said, don't take everything personal. Don't talk to, hey Deborah, don't talk to no more than 4 people, right? The other thing I learned is you're gonna have to be very careful with protecting yourself. Like, hey, CP3, guarding, as I always say this, this is a verse in the Bible, but it's true. Guarding your heart. Why? Because if you don't guard your heart, you're going to find yourself in some predicaments with people, right? You're going to find yourself being emotional and mad when you definitely shouldn't be. You have to learn how to compartmentalize, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, your emotions. Okay. I noticed that there's some things that I interpret the wrong way. And it might not be hey, Lon, it might not be that way. So I'm kind of learning to just kind of chill out. Don't always go with my first assumption, or just really just be cool. You know what I'm saying? As this older lady, Miss Ruth, used to tell me a long time ago, hey, Russell, how are you? Thank you. I appreciate it, Russell. She always would tell me, Selena, never let them see you sweat. Why didn't I listen to her? It was been so many times I shouldn't have allowed people to let me see me sweat. But sometimes when you're in the thick of things, you forget that. And you have to really get in control of your emotions, or people are going to really see you as an emotional basket case. I used to hate when people say, girl, you crazy. And, sometimes people, I think they be playing, but sometimes I think people be for real when they say that. But I'm only crazy if you come at me crazy. Like, hey, Kara, how are you? Kyra, I'm sorry. How you doing, beautiful? And I just really, sometimes, like, yeah, I get in my bag and I'm on go. So I have to learn. I've been learning kind of just be like, you know what? Just play it cool. Just play it cool. I know you want to beat this. I know you want to beat this hoe's ass, or I know you want to cuss this Negro out, and you have to really pull yourself in. There's so many things that, if you're an emotional basket case, people will really judge you for that. Like, you will be the angry Black woman, right? So I said, you know what? I don't want to be no angry Black woman. Everywhere I go, people's like, oh, there's another one. There's another one. So I kind of had to kind of pull some things in, and really, hey, E, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I really had to kind of reel some things in. And other things that I learned is always be careful with who you give your information to. Everybody that seems cool, everybody that seems like they're on your side may not be on your side. That's not all the time. You said, hey, Miss Park. It's not all the time, but it is sometimes that people, you have to be very cautious about people. And I've been saying that for I don't know how many lives recently, because when you think people are cool, and instead of them, what kills me about some people, when they have a form of way, a way to get in contact with you, and instead of them choosing to get in contact with you, they'll go on with the narrative. Hey, John, what's good? They'll go on with the narrative And, you know, instead of them communicating with you and asking you, let me tell you a little something about me. I'm not going to talk about you when I'm cool with you. I don't do that kind of stuff. If I have an issue with you, if I feel a certain kind of way, I'm going to let you know. Especially if I'm cool with you, like cool, like, you know, I can get in contact with you. We talk, you know, every now and then. Like I'm going to say Lonnie. Lonnie's not my friend, right? But if I have a problem with Lonnie, instead of me doing a live or coming in her chat causing chaos, I would probably more than likely, knowing me, right? Hey, El Boogie, I would hit her up behind the scenes and be like, hey, we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? That's just the right way to do. I'm not trying to make content off of going back and forth with people that I was cool with. You know what I'm saying? But it seems to me that a lot of the times when you're cool with people on here, people don't understand what it means to be discreet. Okay. One thing about me, a lot of the times, especially with my personal business, I am very discreet. And if I'm cool with you and you tell me something, I'm not going to say anything about it. Hey, MG, I'm sorry. I always get your name wrong. MG, good to see you. And when there's a situation that comes up and I feel a certain way, or maybe I'm assuming something that I shouldn't, you know, I'm going to reach Lonnie and be like, yo, Lonnie, what's that all about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your deal? Like, do we have, like, what's the issue? Do we have an issue? I'm not going to make a live. I'm not going to go in her chat causing chaos. I'm going to talk to her like a woman. I feel like in 2025, people need to handle things like adults. Okay. You may not like a person. You may not even respect a person. But there's a way, a right and a wrong way to do anything. Say, for instance, I get mad at CC. Hey, the word. I get mad at CC. We having some issues, right? And I get online and I'm talking about, and CC is a beep, you know, beep, beep, beep. And I'm saying all these words and I'm going off, and some people may not know who I'm talking about. Some people may, and I might say her name. And I sit up here and talk to this woman. I know this woman. And I sit up there and do that. It is according to the content. But at the same time, if I had any type of liking or any type of relationship with a person, I should be able to go to that person in confidence. Now, knowing me, La, you know, I might simmer on it a little bit because I'm like, okay, I don't know really what to make of this, but I'm gonna let you make it because I don't really know, because I know I'm really sensitive at times. So I'm gonna kind of wait because I'm trying to see. It could be me. It could be that time of the month. It could be maybe somebody I'm talking to pissed me off, or what. It could be anything that may make me react in a negative way when I should have just chilled out and just wait and see what it's about. And then sometimes you do hit things on you hit things at the head, like you nip things in the bud because you don't have time to wonder, you know, about some things. And like I said, this is an open panel, so you can come up. Another thing I learned in this year, 2024, is please be careful. Hey, Gary, about who you interact with as far as like romantically. I said this year is no F-boy season for me. Like this year, no F-boy season. Next year, no F-boy season. If you are not for real, please step aside. Please don't waste my time. There's a lot of times as women and even men, we waste a lot of time with the wrong people that don't have our best interest at heart, that they don't care about your feelings. They don't care about anything that has to do with you. As long as their needs is met, as long as they're feeling good, about themselves, and they could care less about you. I said, no F-boy season. No F-boy season. Have you, look, I've been to the gym. I be at the gym, y'all, minding my own business, y'all. Trying to get fine, trying to try to be healthy, right? I'm at the gym working out, and you see these nice looking men with the big muscles, and they come up to you, ask you for your number. You might go out with them, or whatever, and they seem cool. Yeah, everything that looks good is not good for you. You know what I'm saying? And men need to know that as well. Everything that looks good may not be good for you. It may not be good to you either. So you have to be extremely careful about the people that you hook up with. I would say, if you're not with someone in the near future, when you do get with someone, you need to be careful about that. I don't like people, and this is for friends and you said you gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go to another gym. This is for people that are platonic or romantically. Do not be with people that are time wasters. That's one thing that I am learning. If a person is a time waster, I already X them out. See, when I talk to a person, I'm saying I'm at the gym and I talk to the person, I already, even, you may look good, you may have it all together. I've already put you in friend zone. Why? Because you don't want anything more than something that's superficial, right? A lot of the times, people in this day and time are only into superficial relationships. They want to have somebody that looks good on their shoulder. They want someone to please their needs. But they are a selfish person. They're selfish lover. They never give. They always take. Those are some of the people that are time wasters. Men and women, please don't waste your time with time wasters. It is a waste of your time, your energy, your heart, all of it. Focus on something. I would say put your mind on something or someone that wants to hear your voice, wants to wish you a good morning, tell you I hope you have a good night. People that's actually concerned about your day. And I'm not talking about one side, and I'm talking about both sides. So since I have wasted my time with time wasters, hey Mike, this year I'm learning that everything that looks good is not good, and it's not good for you. Russell, behave. Behave, Russell. You just always acting up. So you understand what I'm saying? Like, time wasters is a no-go for me. I think that people that are like that, they're just really surface. And I don't know about you, but I like something a little deeper than what is surface. It was this one guy I met at the gym. I have a few gym stories, right? He had the nicest body. I mean, oh my God, he was fine. Man, I felt privileged because he was, I'm telling you, he was fine. He worked out every day, right? It's fun to be with. We had a lot of fun. We laughed. He was really a passionate person, when it came to me, like, as far as like, I could tell that homeboy was feeling me and I was feeling him. But there was something missing there. And the thing that was really missing there was something that you can't make up. It has to come organically. It has to come organic. And the thing that was missing was I really didn't feel like that guy would really be into me enough to want to see me as his. You know what I'm saying? and you meet people like that, and what I mean, sometimes some people, they like that you're arm candy, right? They like that you look good, that you smell good, that you got the curves, you got everything, but they don't see you as a person. They don't give a damn. Hey, SVK, they don't give a damn about what's your favorite color. They don't give a damn about what makes you sad and what makes you cry. They don't care nothing about that. And that's for men too, because it's some women out here, all they see you as a dollar sign. They don't see anything more than a dollar sign when it comes to you, right? And hey, I'm a woman. I want a man that spoils me a little bit, but then know how to be like, no, Selena, we're saving up on this or do that. You have to be conservative with your money sometimes, but you also need to know when to bend. So when you meet some men, women that don't see you more than a dollar sign, then you need to, you know, give them the peace sign and keep it moving. I think everybody, unless they are a shallow person, should want somebody that wants to see them, at the end of the day. What I mean by see them, I mean, actually want to know who they are. They good and they're bad. I always will tell now, I don't let people all up in my business like that. I'm very private with a lot of things that I talk about. But one thing I talk about a lot, because I give examples, and some of y'all probably tired of hearing it, but it's dear to me. And it helps me to explain what I am saying. I remember, like I said, watching, and you guys, I don't know if I told you, but my older sister is so much older than me. She could actually be my mother, right? So, well, basically all my sisters are. My sister and my brother-in-law, when I was 8 years old, they got married, right? My sister was a country girl. She wasn't raised in the city. She was a country girl. My brother-in-law was a city boy. The first time my brother-in-law saw my sister was when she was 15 years old, right? and and it was at his mother's beauty salon, right? So it was just amazing how, one of my older cousins took her to his mother's salon. They didn't know anything about each other. It was their first time meeting. He saw her when she was 15. So when he saw her again at 20 years old in college, they started talking. Well, he thought that she was with another guy, but they were actually just friends, right? They were actually just friends. And then they ended up, he asked her for a pencil or something. They were about to take a test at the university. And then she gave him a pencil. And then afterwards, he said, you look familiar. I seem like I remember you like a long time ago. And so anyway, they started talking, found out that was the same girl that he saw when he was 15. And he was like, when he was 15, hey, Phoenix, that he was going to marry my sister. I was like, wow. So he tells that story. He used to tell that story every year. So after that happened or whatever, they ended up dating. Well, she was dating somebody else. She was dating a police officer that was a little older than her. But anyway, long story short, she ended up breaking it off with the police officer, and she ended up dealing with, marrying my brother-in-law, started dating him, and then they got married. Well, they were both young college students, fresh out of college. They ended up getting, hey, Rare Money, hey, Richie Rich. They ended up getting married. And one thing I can say about their relationship, it wasn't perfect. But one thing I will never deny, that my brother-in-law loved my sister. He was crazy about Stephanie. That's my sister, one of my sisters. So that's the kind of love that I want. I don't want something exactly like that, but it's something to where if a person, does not see you for who you are, they don't really love you and like you for who you are. That is not the type of person you want to spend your time with. And you learn that by looking at other people's stories. You know, I know what I don't want. That's for sure. I don't want someone to just see me as somebody cute to be on their arms for the time being. It has to be a little bit more than that. So I am learning not to waste my time with people that are time wasters. Okay. And I think as women and as men, we all need to learn that lesson. If someone is wasting your time, if someone is not giving you, and you're not giving that person what they need, because we're not going to get everything we want, but if we got what we need from a person, that need is acceptance, that need is love unconditionally. Hey, CX, because you better believe when you at your last breath or they at your last breath, you need somebody that you know you can depend on to be there. My sister was there until my brother-in-law, you know, breathe. I would say breathe, or his last breath. So he told my sister before he died that she was the perfect wife for him. And everybody's not going to be the perfect person for you. And you'll know that in time. You know what I'm saying? So I think people have to be very cautious about their time. That's what I am. I'm valuing myself more to know that I am more and I deserve more. Why? Because of the type of person that I am and what I'm willing to give. Because it's not all about me getting, it's about me giving too. And that's what people seem to forget when they're in relationships, that it's, oh, I'm going to get this. I want this. I want this. This man better have that. What do you have? What do you have to offer? Your cute face and your figure will eventually leave if you continue to get older. You might still look good for an older person, as long as you take care of yourself, but you won't be youthful anymore. That's over and gone, So what else do you have? What else do you have to offer someone? So I don't want people to just see me as somebody that tried, like this woman said before, I think I'm the best looking woman on here. I've never said that. I think other people have beauty in different ways. I'm just being me. I don't try to be better than anyone else. I don't try to put on a facade or put on makeup or put on a lace front or get my boobs out to look better than somebody else. I just want to be Selena. Okay. So I want someone to see me as that and not as something that just looks good for the night. Okay. So as women and as men, we have to be very careful on who we give our bodies to, who we spend our time with. Right, Rare Money. And being fine is just not good enough. Right? Working out at the gym, I could work out at the gym all day long and I still have a bad spirit. I can't get along with nobody. Hey, Genesis, I can't get along with nobody. Don't like nobody. Don't nobody like me. It's real bad when you have a beautiful outside, but your inside is so messed up. And again, I'm not perfect. I got some ways about me. God, I'm praying that I hope they will change. But at the end of the day, I'm not ignorant of my bad ways, and neither do I make excuses for them. I just try to work on them and do the best that I can. Okay. So, yeah, that's basically how I feel about it. So, shout out to my sister. Shout out, even though my brother-in-law is, in a better place. I see their love as an example, not something that I'm trying to, get exactly like that, because it will never be exactly, because I'm a different person than my sister. Whoever I meet will be a different person than my brother-in-law, but it has to be something that I know is real and not wasting my time. So, yeah. Hey, Hassan, how are you?
You're good. How you doing, Selena?
I'm doing great. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me up. Yeah, I came up here. You said earlier about if somebody don't like you, we should be like confront them like a grown up, get them behind the scenes and all that, right?
Mhm.
But not everybody's gonna do that, sadly. You know, they're always gonna
Right.
talk smack. Even though you want to do it, doesn't mean everybody else is gonna feel the same way. Number two, we all got caught up in this BS, in this YouTube stuff, you know, one way or another. Either you
Mhm.
said something or a misunderstanding. Now, here's the worst part that I hate. Even though you admit, all right, I messed up, I did this, they put a lie, you know, that makes it
Mhm.
worse. You know, the lie
It
makes
does.
now you admitted what you've done. Okay, right or wrong, we disagree, cool. But when now people take advantage of that and make things even worse, you know. So
Right, right. I appreciate that, Hassan. What do you have to say, Russell? Because this should be interesting. Well, Russell, he does drop down. Come on back, Russell. Yeah, Russell done drop down. He'll come back up. I have the link pinned, guys, for anybody that would like to come up. We only have how many days, Hassan, before 2025? How many
uh,
days?
21 days at least.
21
21,
days.
22.
I don't, yeah, see, I don't make New Year's resolutions. I just try to, yeah, Rare Money, you can come up. No, you can come back up. I didn't drop you. Hey, Miss V. You can come back up, Russell. The link is pinned at the top. So we have 20 more days until 2025. So I don't make New Year's resolutions, but I do look at some of my past behaviors. I do look at some things that I could have did differently. I looked at some things that I learned, and I really tried to apply them or work on it. Hey, Genesis, how are you?
Hey, I'm good, Selena. How are you? Hi,
Just
Hassan. How are you?
Good. How you doing, Genesis? Long
Good.
time.
Hey, chat. Yeah, it's good. It's good to see you, Hassan. It's been a long time. Hey, chat. Hey, everybody.
Good to see you as well.
good to see you, Genesis. So, what you have to offer the platform?
I think that at the end of the day, we can only be responsible for our own behavior. And at the end of the day, people are going to be who they are. And heading into 2025, I think people really have to figure out what they really want to do. Do they really want to be involved in the muck, or do they really want to enhance their platform?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, look, I mean, it's the same rigmarole. He said this, she said this, blah, 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 yada, 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 and what have you. But at the end of the day, listen, YouTube is a business. Now, if you're a serious content creator, you're in
Mm-hmm.
business with the two biggest entities in the world, Google and YouTube. This is a
Mm-hmm.
platform where the barrier to entry is very low, but the learning curve is very, very high. So, what do you really want? When I say you, I mean the universal you. What do you really want for yourself out of your platform? Do you want to be a juggernaut on these YouTube streets, or do you want to wallow in the muck? And
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, you have to choose, because there is money to be made in these YouTube streets. Now, I'm not talking about super chats. I'm not talking about Cash App. I'm not even talking about memberships. I'm talking about brand deals. I'm talking about sponsorship. I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about moving your platform to a higher level where you are a juggernaut in these YouTube streets. You have people on here that are making 150 grand a month for
Oh
videos.
my God, I wish I could make
So
it.
yeah, so let's be realistic here. 2025 is all about growing your platform and being a juggernaut in these YouTube streets.
Right.
YouTube is worldwide. It's not just a sector where there's 300 people vying for the same subs, the same views, the same subscribers, the same cash apps. Think big, broaden your horizons. Broaden those
Yeah.
horizons. I mean, look, if you want to be small-minded, and when I say you again, I want to be clear, I'm talking about the universal you. I'm not talking about one individual specifically.
Right. I got you.
But at the end of the day, look, YouTube is a business. It's a
Mm-hmm.
money-making juggernaut. It's worldwide. Broaden your horizons. Think
Right.
of what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to want to stick around for the rigmarole.
Right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Hey, Lonnie, how are you?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Lonnie, are you about to go to sleep?
I am laying down. I am laying down, but I thought we was talking about dating. I said, what was
Well,
going
we're
on
talking
here?
about a lot of different things. I was just talking about some of the things that I learned, and that was one of the things that I learned about dating. So
Yeah.
I was talking about how, not to take everything so personal, because I am a sensitive person, right? Sometimes some
Hmm.
people know how to pull your strings and things like that. And then I was talking about how, as far as like dating, how not to deal with time wasters, as we would say, F boys. Like, so, and it's some F girls too. So some men waste their time with. So I talked about a lot of different things that I learned this year. I also talked about how be very careful about the people that you engage with behind the scenes, especially on here, even in real life. Make sure there are people that you can actually that are actually a friend to you. They have no ulterior motives. So those are some of the things that I talked about, the things that I learned this year. But
Yeah, I understand. I was with the dating thing or talking. I know you were saying the gym. I really don't want to meet someone at the gym
right.
because it's going to be awkward, and then you might have to go to another gym.
Oh yeah, well, it wasn't awkward for me,
Oh,
but
okay.
because like I said, we were just, dating. It wasn't no like, oh my God, I'm so ashamed to see him. It wasn't nothing like that. So if I was to run into him, it would be like, hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Actually, the person did try to get back in contact with me. I just kind of, curbed him because I didn't feel like it was gonna be worth it.
Oh, okay. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
So
like I hate like weird situations like that where you gotta, run into the person. Like me and my ex-husband, we're still like in the same area a little bit.
mhm.
So I do nothing in this area. Like I don't go to the shop, right. I went to the wine and spirit one time and I ran into him.
Uh-huh.
I don't care about running into him, but I ran into him at the wine and spirit. I just don't want to run into you.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to act like you don't exist. I go my way, you go your way. So
Right.
yeah, so now I don't even go to the same gym that we used to go to. I just go somewhere else. So that's
Yeah.
that. But
I,
I feel where you coming from. I'm talking to like two guys right now, but I think I'm gonna just the one guy. I think I don't want to talk to him no more. A little irritated, but he got a 2-year-old.
oh,
Yeah, he got a 2-year-old. I'm like, but the other one, he's older. His kids is grown. So,
that might
but
be
I'm just,
good.
yeah, I'm just keeping my options open, but not too much. I don't want nothing like that serious. So, but I
No,
feel where you coming from.
yeah, not
Not
right now.
wasting.
So you
Yeah.
don't want anybody serious right now.
No, but I'd rather go with the flow. I don't want to rush nothing.
Yeah, I think it's best to take your time, but it's also you gotta. I think with taking your time, both of you got to be on the same accord. Like y'all taking y'all time, but you have both made it very evident to each other that you're interested in each other. So I think the problem is when you have one person that seems a little bit more interested in the other. So then it becomes like, okay, yeah, I need to move on. So that's when it becomes the issue. So I know for me, like I said, when I was dating the guy, whatever, I think we both had great interest in each other, but I was a little concerned of what I was concerned about. Even though I did feel like he was into me, sometimes it was still something in the back of my mind, like, is he really into me? And I don't know if that was maybe my little insecurity or it was just something that I was picking up. So it was a situation that happened. So when, I didn't talk to him for a while and then he tried to reconnect, I I didn't want that. because I'm like, I don't know if you're playing with me, or is this something that, something
Right.
just came up in your life and you wasn't ready at the time, but now you are. And I told you I will block people in a minute. It doesn't take anything from me. And I had a friend, my friend Tanisha would always be like, Selena, you gotta give somebody a chance. You can't just block people or curb people or put people in the friend zone, because the stuff that people be doing, to me, it don't make no sense.
Right. I got
You
a
know what
little
I'm
bit
saying?
more. Yeah, I got a little bit more patience. But I think I
Mm.
need to be opposite of what you are. I think I need to start like, because I think I have more patience. I got more grace and stuff like that. Maybe
Mhm.
because I was in a longer relationship and stuff like that. But listen, I'm starting to be like, nope, I don't got time. Block, block, block.
Right. Right. So, and I'll do that with a platonic or romantically. It don't do nothing for me. And just because, I'll be like, okay, yeah, we good, but at the same time, I'm still don't know about you though. I'm still checking you out. I'm still observing. Um, because you'll have a guy, like I was telling you about the guy that I met at the gym. No, he kept saying, we good. I'm like, we good for right now, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you do. I'm
Right.
kind of, I can be kind of,
Picky.
huh?
You're picky.
I don't know about that, but I think I'm just a little impatient because I feel like too many people play games. To me, Hassan, outside looking in, either you want it or you don't. Don't If you don't, that's cool. I'm going by my way. Don't waste my time though. That's how I get real pissed off at you, and we ain't good. So I really just I like grown people to know what they want. That's where I kind of, you know, I get in my bag and I'm like, if you don't want it, bye. Like we don't have to go any farther with it. So it will protect us both. Hey, just saying, how are you? Yeah, I'm not patient like that. What's up, TP? I'm not patient like that. And maybe I should be, but I'm just not. I'm just not. SBK, I thought you was gonna come up. SBK, you're more than welcome to come up. Anybody is welcome to come up and join this conversation. So, Lonnie, what is some of the things this coming year that you want to do differently? What is some things that, because I know we got to keep each other on the straight and narrow, Lonnie.
Yeah, we
You kind
do.
of got
We
off.
do.
Hey, Sickums, how are you? You
Yeah,
kind of got off.
this is the last month that I'm paying for StreamYard for a while.
Mhm.
Uh they did have a sale. So I'm gonna do my Christmas live. But the rest of that is gonna be on I'm gonna be going live on YouTube. But I plan on just talking about things that I really wanna talk about. Like I don't have really a main thing because I be all over the place.
Mhm.
I do got some goals that I do want to do on and off. They're not, I'm like with you, they're not New Year's resolutions, but
Mhm.
something that I do want to do. I had a good time when I did the review about the John Benet Ramsey case.
Yeah, that was good. Mhm.
Yeah, so I just like to, I don't really have like, if I could do current topics, celebrity gossip, other things. I don't want to be put in a box, but what Miss Genesis was saying, I absolutely agree with her on that.
Yeah. Hey, Big Red, what's good? Yeah, I agree with that too. But that messiness is in you. You're gonna get back into it a little bit. You're gonna talk
I
about some.
I mean I love it to the core though. I love it to the core, but
Right.
do I want to get into it so bad to I'm ready to pull up? No.
No. Okay. Well, I understand if you do, but yeah, it ain't
Yeah,
worth
but
like I always say.
a lot of it is entertainment. You know, Selena, sometimes you'll hit me up and I'll be like, girl, I'm good.
Yeah, because I'm like, are
You
you
know,
okay?
I'll be laughing. I'll be laughing. To it's just, I don't know, maybe because like I said, I'm used to working in chaos and craziness and stuff. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you
But
do.
when I'm ready to pull back, I pull back. I might be in the mix for a good week and then I'll fall back.
Yeah, I know you do. And honey, when I see that hair sticking up, I just fall out laughing. Honey, you are extremely talented in being yourself. And I don't even that's a talent in this day and time because most people try to be something that they're not. But I really think what makes you hilarious and scratching our heads at the same time is that the things that come out of your mouth, and then you just don't care. I said, Lonnie got this hair. Hey, Mika, Lonnie got this hair all over her head, and she don't give a damn. I
I
said, now
sure don't.
that takes boldness.
Hey,
I
this
gotta
is
give
this is me. This is me. And Selena, you look beautiful.
oh, thank
Uh,
you.
but I don't wake up like that.
I don't either. I don't either.
So
Like
so
I have a hair button on, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. So
I got
a guy might see me and be like, "Well, damn, she look cute like that." I see
right.
maybe what she look like when she get dressed up.
Right. Because, like I said, if y'all knew, I got two big old ponytails, one on one side, one on the other, pinned up. Got my stocking cap on, got my lace front on. It's laid. And so, honey, I don't look like that either. But y'all seen me without makeup before, so it's nothing new. But I mean, I still have my same face. I don't you know how some people they look one way, then when they wake up in the morning it's like, wow, what the hell is that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not that. So, and I thank God for that. So I have my edges, like I said, that's a good thing. And I got some hair on my head. I'm not, bald headed. I'm thankful. Thank you, Andre W. I appreciate you. Shout out to Andre W. It says, peace, Selena. Give CC and TP 10 minutes in the corner for saying gym people are the worst. I'm sorry. I started that out. I'm one of those people. I go in and conquer, leave within the hour. Dang it. I'm so sorry, Andre. I didn't mean to say, I just said the couple of guys that I met in the gym. So, but shout out to Andre. Do you actually want me to time them out for 10 minutes? I guess I will. Let me see how I do that. I'm sorry,
Oh
y'all.
Lord, she go.
Hey, somebody time out.
Hold on. What's 10
Alani,
minutes?
time out TP and CC for 10 minutes.
I can't. They well
Yeah.
CC is a mod. I can't.
Oh, okay.
Hold up, CP. Let me see how you
Yeah,
do
you,
this.
you can time TP out. That nigga, that boy,
No,
he
no.
when he
If
is
you're a mod, the managing mod can time them
uh,
out. Who's a managing mod in here?
I got him timed out for a minute.
oh,
Oh,
okay. And CC, I'm gonna get you. Now where's CC at?
Oh, God.
CC was like, what the
I timed CP out. I call him Cookie Monster. I timed him out for 1 minute. I
hell?
don't
Cookie
know how many
Monster.
how many seconds is 10 minutes. I don't know, man.
Shit. Look, let's see here. I'm gonna put you out what? I'm gonna put you out a minute, CC. Sorry. That $100 came in. You still my girl though. You still my girl, CC, but you coming back in a minute, okay?
Oh God.
You coming back in a minute. So shout out to
That
CC
is
and
too
TP
funny.
being good sports, and shout out to Andre W. Thank you so much. Yeah, I gotta honor that. That was $100, honey. But shout out. Yeah. So hey Lady D, what's good? Hey the word. I hope I spoke to you. So but anyway, Genesis, what were some of the things that you learned this year? Because I know you've learned some good stuff this year.
I've learned that at the end of the day, as I said before, I can only be responsible for my behavior. And if I know that there are certain entities that I don't want to indulge in, I'm not going to do it. Nobody can
Mhm,
force me to be in a situation where I don't want to be.
mhm,
Because at the end of the day, YouTube is like a big high school. Everybody wants to be the popular kid. And what people don't realize is even the popular kid has problems. So at the
mm,
I'm on here, I'm on here to build my digital catalog. I want to be a juggernaut in these YouTube streets. My focus, I already have a 5-year plan of what I want to do. And my 5-year plan does not involve going back and forth with anybody. And thank goodness my name hasn't been dragged in anything. I don't have to defend myself. No disrespect to anybody when I say that. But at the end of the day, YouTube is a business. We are in business. And I want to conduct myself in a way where brands are looking to deal with me on a business level. I'm not
mhm,
in the streets with anybody. I'm not going back and forth with anybody. I'm not doing any of that because at the end of the day, money is here to be made. And in 2025, my focus is making money, period.
okay.
I say that unequivocally and I say that boldly. I'm here to
All
make money
right.
in 2025. So at the end of the day, look, do what you want to do. I want to make money.
Right, right, right. I know that's right.
And that comes with brand deals. That's where the money is.
What
Brand deals.
That's good. Thank you. So that's a good insight. It's all about the money. What about you, Hassan? What were some of the things that you learned this 2024?
Well, I learned the hard way. The people so-called rock with you, they never liked you. And they waited for your downfall. I was like, wait, what? You guys hated me?
Mm-hmm.
You learned that the hard way. And then this year, the new year, I'm gonna keep my circle really, really small. Like, don't think everybody's your friend, you know. So be
Mm-hmm.
careful what you say and how you operate. Focus on your channel and build your brand. You're not at yeah.
Hey, I agree with you, Hassan. Not everybody that starts with you is going to finish with you. And that's just what that is. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Lonnie, out of all the people, I'm really surprised that me and you are still talking. I don't, because you meet some of the people on here that you thought you were ace moon coon with, that y'all was cool, y'all was thick as thieves,
Mhm.
and you just like, I don't even want to see that person. So I wonder why is it that me and you have, and we're totally different.
I think I don't know, maybe it's just boundaries. Like you said, it's not like we're friends or anything like that, but we do talk behind the scenes. And then we did communicate with stuff, especially how things came out and how you started. I'm upfront with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I know when you did say, hey, it's just boundaries. But you know, and I say all the time, whatever I say behind the scenes, I can say in front of the scenes or whatever. So, sometimes, I'll be like, hey, Selena, don't pay that person no mind. It ain't even worth it. Or Selena, just laugh it off or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But to tell the truth, a lot of this stuff ain't that deep. It only take one little thing for somebody to go off on you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
I
it's
really,
just, yeah, some stuff just be, some stuff is just entertainment. Sometimes people take stuff too far.
mm-hmm.
I realized, to me, a lot of this stuff I thought was like entertainment, but a lot of people it ain't. They they'll use you to build their channel. You know,
Right.
they want to get something out of you.
Hmm.
Whereas like I said, I always did this organically. I just look at the channels and I talk my stuff, and I might say some stuff that's not nice, but I just I keep
We all
it.
do. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just keep it YouTube, and some people take it too far. People smile and laugh in your face, doing things behind your back
Hmm.
and all of that. So it all come out. It comes out. Trust me, it'll all come out.
I gotta be honest with you. I be worried about you. I'm like, money in there. I know she having a good time, but I be like, why is she giving these folks content? But you really just don't care at the end of the day. But sometimes I do worry about your safety, like I said, when you're driving and stuff
Mhm.
like that. And I said, Lord, just take care of Lonnie. Just take care of Lord. Because you really just don't care. And I think I just learned to accept some things about people. That's how I'm learning to get along with people a little bit better, like especially people in my family and my friends. I'm learning to accept people for who they are, whether it's
That's what you
something
got
that
to do.
yeah, whether it's something that I agree with, their lifestyle, hey Ben, or whether maybe something I'm like, I don't know why this person do this. But I'm learning, just like I want somebody to accept me. I'm learning to accept my family and friends just like that. That this is who they are. You know what I'm saying? So either I'm gonna rock with it or I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean I agree with it, but I do accept and love this person enough to allow them to be who they are.
Yeah. Well, it's just like family, right? Like you can pick your friends, you can't pick your family.
Right.
So when it comes to family, I know we all don't get along. That's why I appreciate them when I do. I be around them when I do, and then
Mhm.
for a couple months I don't gotta see them again.
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
So you just
I agree.
yeah, we gotta accept people for who they are, and everything is about boundaries. People gotta
Right,
respect boundaries. So I'm all
right.
about respecting boundaries.
Exactly. And I agree with you on that, Lonnie, because I really don't ask you any personal questions or anything like that. I think that's another way to have boundaries with people. You never, I just ask you, are you okay? That's it. So whatever you want to tell me from that, that's what you want to tell me. But I try to make sure that I have boundaries with people, and they'll have, and I put my boundaries out there too, because they're, especially on YouTube, and Hassan, you can relate to that, or Lonnie can too, maybe Genesis. You have to be very careful of who you share information to on here. It could go into the wrong person, and don't have them to get upset with you when mad day come.
Yeah, I
Everything you
agree.
said in plus.
Yeah, I agree. Other than that videotape getting out, everything else is fair game. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, for some people
My,
that don't know about the videotape,
Yeah, so yeah,
so,
other than that, everything is fair game. You know,
but what
I
Lonnie said
so
earlier,
it is what it is. I'm sorry,
I,
what Hassan say?
my bad, but you said something that is true earlier, that if you say whatever you say behind the scene, you should be comfortable saying it in public. I'm not saying give your personal information, because a lot of people are scared to say it online, so they go behind the scene, and those people usually got to watch out for, you know, because wait, why are you comfortable saying this but not here? If you're comfortable saying online, then you're good because you don't care. Because and we know how the game is behind it. People record you, people do shady stuff all the time. That's what comes with it. That you got to accept that. And we talked about change. You got to accept people who they are. That's true. We do got to accept people who they are, but you got to be careful with change, because it doesn't mean they change. It means it's going to be positive. It can be negative as well. They can become even worse now. So we got to be
mhm,
careful with the change part. Just let people be and let it happen naturally. Family,
right.
especially the people around you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. I'm getting to, I don't know if Lonnie can tell, but I'm getting to the point where I just been saying exactly how I've been feeling. So, and it doesn't come off sometimes ladylike, but it's exactly what I'm feeling, and I'm learning to be a little bit more bolder with that because people, I think because I have tried to be level headed in a lot of different ways, some things people don't expect. But the thing is, like we all know, don't nobody know each other on here like they think they do. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Right.
have a history, we have a past dealing with people, our past on how we respond to certain things, and we have different traumas, things that have happened to us, things that we just, hey, it is what it is, and it comes out, and sometimes it don't come out in the best way all the time. But
Yes.
I know for me, and I don't know if you can see this, Lonnie, but lately I have just been saying everything I really wanted to say.
It is what it is. And TP just wrote something, and it's true. He said, "I think people have to be comfortable doing things for people without expectations. I do things from the heart, and that's true. You have to do things for people, or I say either say things or whatever you're gonna do, you do it because you want to do it and not a
Mhm,
motive. And that's why. And also sometimes treat people how you want to be treated.
mhm,
Treat people how you want to be treated at the same time. Because I notice on here, um, you treat people a certain way, or or on your so how about this, on your platform you might not allow certain things or whatever, but on somebody else's platform is whatever goes. And
right.
I understand you have to respect that. I really do. But I don't know. It's just, you just got to have a good balance. It's treat people how you wanted to be treated. If you do something for somebody, it's because you want to and don't expect nothing back. Sometimes
Mhm.
it's easier said than done, because sometimes you do be you get in your feelings. Sometimes it is what it is. Sometimes it's good to let it out and then you feel better.
But Lonnie, and you can kind of contest to this a little bit, but okay, I'm the type of person. If I like you and I'm cool with you, I'm not gonna be talking about you behind your back. You have never heard me talk about anybody that I was cool with, correct or not? Like,
No,
okay.
just the
So
people
when
that
I
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
so when I get people to say you was talking about me behind my back, and first of all, who told you that? Because whatever I have to say, I'm big enough and grown enough to tell you. And that's when I know that you
So
have
what was
people.
y'all cool? Was y'all cool at one point, or y'all didn't like
Yeah,
each other?
you can be cool with people, cordial with people. You're not like,
Oh, okay.
or
I
hey,
got you.
even some of them, people will go, they'll get it from somebody that's trying to cause confusion and mess. And they'll be like, yeah, she was talking about you. And they just be blatantly lying. But then you'll have a person to believe that instead of them come to you like a woman, they will go and say, oh, you've been talking about. First of all, if I like you, I like you. If I have something to say to you, I'm gonna be woman enough to say, hey, you know what? You kind of got a bad attitude. Or, watch it because I see you drinking, so be careful. I don't want nothing to happen to you. And I'm meaning it from the heart. Or whatever.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna go behind and be like, man, I can't stand that bitch. And hey, how you doing? And all this kind of stuff. Oh, I love you and all that. I don't do that. You will really know from my voice and from my facial expressions if I really fool with you like that. I mean,
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah. It's people gotta. I don't know. Like I said, we really don't know each other on here like
right.
that. So you don't know if, I don't know, some things you just don't have to look deep into. it's just, it is what it is. If I'll say this, I my IG is open, but if a certain person get in my inbox, I'll block you or erase your message in a minute and don't even read it. But I tell
Mm,
you one thing, you're not gonna keep on inboxing me on IG, and I don't fuck with you. I look at that as a threat. I look
wow.
at that as harassment. Keep it on YouTube.
Right. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, don't like I don't deal with it. Going off of YouTube to go to different platforms to harass somebody. Like, no,
Really
like,
weird.
no, that's telling me that you want to. That means you telling me, you want to take it to real life.
Right. I'll be
Yeah, I don't.
thinking, what the
Yeah,
hell? You following me? Yeah, that's really weird. Do y'all have anything y'all want to add to that, Genesis or Hassan? I don't want to overtalk you guys.
Nah. Well, yeah, and you're right. This, like somebody explained this to me. This doesn't end on YouTube. It goes to TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, and other social media apps that me and you never even heard of. It's crazy. But here's the thing, though. There are some people actually know each other. Not a
Right.
lot. Like they could be husband and wife. They can be brother. Either they make it publicly, like they know who they are. Some people don't even say nothing. They just stay quiet and they act like they're
Right.
strangers.
Right. Because listen, and TP's right about this. Like, I personally, unless someone is just blatantly lying and doing the most, and like, you did this and you said this, and I know good and damn well I didn't say this, and you keep on. But I'm not the type of person that just be like, I'm going to expose somebody and put their messages out. I'm not going to even tell what we talked about. That's between me and you. Even if I get mad at you, I'm not going to do that because I don't want nobody doing me like that.
Yeah,
But I noticed that people on here, they don't mind sharing text messages. They don't mind sharing DMs. Hey, CKJ. And I just think that that is so tacky and childish. Like, I'm not going to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my personal thing about that. Um, I mean, I wouldn't dare share somebody's text messages that they sent me.
yeah. Respect
Just
the
don't
privacy.
lie on me. Just don't act like you didn't say this and do that. And even those people that have lied or said, like, whatever, I still didn't do it because I understand that when you do things like that, you're just putting more fuel on the fire. And there you go, another year, right? Another week, a month, year on from now, y'all still talking about the same thing, and I don't want to put up with it. Hi, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know how to say your name, but Lee, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Andre and Lee, I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, Rare, that's weak. And Rare Money, you can come up. I don't know what happened to crazy old Russell. I guess he saw Miss Genesis up here. He ran.
I was gonna say, hey, Selena, thanks for having me up. I gotta drop down, but
All
thanks for
right.
having
Good
me
night,
up.
Lonnie. I know you be in the YouTube streets.
Yeah, all right.
Bye.
Later,
But
later, later.
see you,
But
Hassan. Bye, Miss Genesis.
Take
but
care.
but
Right back.
Thank you so much, Lee. I appreciate you so much.
but Selena, before I leave, let me say that you gotta and I agree with you. You gotta respect the back chat. Whatever, either we agree or disagree, we gotta
Mhm.
keep it in the back chat. Private is private. But
Right.
some people do respect that, but majority they don't, and that's why you got to be careful when you talk.
Hmm.
But other than that, have a great show. Genesis, one great seeing you again. Till next time.
Thank you,
Later.
Hassan. You're always welcome.
I appreciate
Great,
it.
great to see you, Hassan. I'm so glad that you're back in these YouTube streets, honey. You've been gone for a while, so welcome back.
Yes. Come up, Rare. Like I said, you done ran Russell off, Miss Genesis. What's up with that?
Listen, you know what? I came up here because my honey Russell Red hit the panel because I wanted to come up here and give him a little bit of a heat because he calls me his internet wife. Now we have an understanding. He can talk to whomever he likes. And Miss Selena, I love you, honey. I think you're fantastic. I think you are fantastic. And just keep stomping on him, keep stomping on him, keep stomping on him. But I don't know where Mr. Russell Red went, honey.
Yeah, he tripping.
You know,
So
listen, I pulled him up in the chat. I made sure that I pulled him up in the chat, honey.
uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
maybe he ran. But getting back to what you were saying, I think at the end of the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all have to understand, what do we really want to entertain? What do we really
Mm-hmm.
want to entertain? Because YouTube is not just one particular sector. It's not
Right.
just, the same 300 people vying for the same subs, vying for the same super chats, vying for the same views, the likes, and what have you. It's a worldwide conglomerate. You have
Right.
to be broader than the 4-block radius of where you live in these YouTube streets, Avenue Crescent Road, Hill Lane Drive, right? And
Mm-hmm.
if the same 500 people are yammering about the same thing over and over again, you have to ask yourself, what am I really doing? Now, again, I'm talking about the
Exactly.
universal you, right? Because everybody started their platform for a reason,
Mm-hmm.
right? They had a goal in mind. Now, granted, we're all trying to build our platforms, we're all trying to get the clicks, the views, and what have you. Yes. But at the end of the day, I just think for me, I have a broader focus. I have a broader focus. I want a worldwide conglomerate. And at the end of
Okay.
the day, I'm not going to entertain any of the nonsense. And getting back to your point, if someone says something, address it right away, nip it in the bud, and move on.
Right.
Once you've addressed it and you've made it crystal clear what your point of view was, what you meant, where the misunderstanding was, and you leave it at that. All this back and forth and the rigmarole and what have you, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't come to of any end, because it's
It
okay.
doesn't.
Somebody apologizes, and the next week it's another thing, then it's another thing, then it's another thing. You're blocked, you're unblocked, you're mod, you're on mod, you're this, you're that, you're what have you. I'm not going to talk about it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to talk about it. Next
Yeah.
week we'll talk about
Usually if you're blocked with me, you're blocked. So
it.
there's no coming back from that. So
It's nuts. But at the end of the day, you have to figure out, what do you really want on here? Do you want to be into the rigmarole, or do you want to have a global following? You want to have a
mm-hmm.
global force? Do you want to bring something that's new and fresh to the table? Do you want to entertain people? Do you want to uplift people? Do you want to inspire people? Do you want to help somebody build their platform? What is it that you really want to do? And
Right.
2025 is a different, listen, nobody's holding anybody's hand in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Hey, Cowboys.
I think
Mm-hmm.
people need to grow up, be mature,
Right.
move on, and leave the rigmarole where it is. Because channels die out, then they're resurrected, then they die, then they're resurrected, then they die, then they're
Right.
resurrected. Come on, man.
I think for me, that's what I want. I know for me, I don't have all the bells and the whistles. I don't know how to make drops. Maybe eventually I'll get into it, maybe in the summertime when I have more time. But I don't know how to make drops. I don't know how to, I mean, I could go around here with my breast all out and being really seductive, but I'm like, that's me but it's a time and a place for everything, right? And I think that my message overall, I wanted to encourage people. I want to inform people. I want, those are the things that I want to do with my channel. And if I have to correct something, then I want to correct that too. I do want to also be entertaining, where people, when they see me, they're like, oh my God, this is so boring. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of opening up a little bit more to where people can see more of my personality. Like I did the other day when I think I was talking to SVK and I had got up dancing and stuff like that. So I'm starting to open up a little bit more, let people see my personality a little bit more, so that I do not come off boring, that I don't come off like I'm just straight laced and I'm an L7. Like, I want people to see me, because outside of YouTube, like, I like to have fun. I like to dance. I don't know who I was telling that, but I like to dance. I like to enjoy myself. And more than anything, people may not believe it, I love to laugh. Like that is something that I enjoy doing. Like if I had like people that make me laugh, or I even laugh at myself a lot of times because I'm goofy. But that's kind of what I want people to see. I don't want people to see, oh, she's just trying to be cute and look better than everybody else. No, I just want to be Selena. And if you don't like what I have to offer, then leave me alone. Say, go on about your way. But I want to be me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want people to put me in a box.
But the thing is,
So,
at the end, sorry to cut you off. At the end of the day, people are going to have something to say. Selena, listen, you're a very good looking woman. You have a very nice body. You have personality. Even if you came on here in a turtleneck with
mhm.
a black backdrop, you would still be drawing people. You would still have an audience. You know, you
Okay.
have personality. You know,
Mhm,
so at the end of the day, if you have that it factor, you have that it factor, whether you're in a paper bag or a low cut dress or what have you, you're still going to
mhm,
draw in the audience because you have personality. And what people don't understand is, listen, the two YouTube channels that every single content creator should be following: YouTube insiders and YouTube creators. Those are the two things that any content creator, up and coming and existing content creator, should be focusing on. YouTube
mhm.
drops gems every single Tuesday and every single Thursday. YouTube is changing. They want
Okay.
authenticity. They don't want the glitz and the glamour. They want real people with real stories, really doing real everyday things. The glitz and the glamour,
Uh-huh.
the bells and the whistles, fine, and what have you. But I'm telling
Uh-huh.
you right now, YouTube is changing. People need to study YouTube, understand the YouTube game, and
Mhm.
figure out exactly what they want to do on here. Because
Right.
you don't need the glitzy, you don't need the glamour, you don't need to be over the top, you don't need any of that stuff. You need a good microphone on your phone,
Mhm,
and you need to turn on the camera and say, "Hey, I'm here. This is my content." No, listen,
mhm.
it's changing. YouTube wants authenticity. They want realness, and that's what's going to win in the YouTube game.
Yeah,
So
I know that's right.
I think you're doing a fantastic job. You know, I'm a fan. I think you're amazing.
Thank
I'm telling
you.
you, listen, do what you are comfortable with. Don't worry about what anybody's saying. Don't worry about what people are. Listen, people are always going to have something. This people are going to talk. People are going to talk.
Uh-huh.
You have to be confident in who you are and put out your content, and you will draw your audience. You will find your niche, your gathering place, your what have you.
You're
But
right.
people get so caught up in the clicks and the views, and this person has that and that person has that, and why am I not there? Why am I not this? Listen, nobody climbed Everest in flip flops.
Mhm.
Nobody.
Okay.
You have a
Um,
basket weaver who's a snowboarder, right?
Yeah.
And those two things aren't even, connected. But at the end of the day, there's somebody out there looking for content that you're providing, that I'm providing, that somebody else is providing. Run your own race. Run your own race. Don't worry about what anything. People are going to have something
Right.
to say every single day. Whether you come on here with brown hair, whether you come on here with no nails, whether you cam up, whether you don't
Look.
cam up.
The
Oh,
next time I might come on here with red hair. I don't know. I might be
exactly.
a redhead the next time. So I'm just letting y'all know. I done went from blonde back to black. Now I might go red. So hey, I'm just letting y'all know. Thank you so much, CC. Okay, TP, I appreciate it. Hello, my friend, my class clown, Bucky. Where's my other class clown, Devia? That's my buddy, Bucky. Good to see you. Good to see you. Um, yeah, I'm really happy that you guys joined me today. And I'm just going to finish this, about what I learned. And anybody else would like to come up for a few minutes before I get off, you are more than welcome. But the other thing that I learned to do, like I said, I'm learning not to take everything so personal. I'm learning to laugh more. I'm learning to enjoy my life. I'm learning to, with my family and friends and, people that I hold dear to me, to spend time with people, to tell people that I love them, to not be afraid to show people affection. Before I had such a wall up that nobody could get in, right? And when you have that wall up, you cannot give or receive love. But I'm learning to put down my wall down a little bit and give the people that deserve my time and my love. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that I think, hey, I thought I spoke to you, CKJ. That's kind of what I'm learning in this stage in my life, that to make sure you tell people you love them. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to tell people when you need them. Okay, that's another thing that I've learned. Um, I'm learning that you have to be real with yourself. You really do, and don't be afraid to tell people that you need them. If people would learn to be more honest with themselves and honest with other people, I think we will have better relationships with people. Hey, Miss Hortense, good to see you. So I'm learning to say, and see Miss Hortense, and Genesis. I'm letting you know this too. Miss Hortense was, she's a mentor of mine. She's an older lady. She is a beautiful inside and out, and she has always encouraged me, and she's always told me the truth, even whether I liked it or not. Those are the type of people that you need in your life. If anything that I've learned this year, besides all the other stuff I told you, keep real people in your life. Those people that will encourage you, but at the same time will tell you the truth. Don't ever be with people that tell you everything you want to hear. Okay, because that's not going to benefit you. It's actually going to make things worse. It's actually going to damage you in the long run. So be around people and love and appreciate people that love you and that tell you the truth, and that encourage you. So many times, especially as women, we interact sometimes, but we don't like each other because we're always in competition sometimes with other women, and that just depends on what type of woman you are. But when you realize your worth, when you realize you don't have to compete with anyone and that you can be a friend to someone, then you learn how to be a friend and you receive friends. So I thank God for Miss Hortense, even though she's old enough to be my mother. She has always been a person that's told me the truth, because I be telling her about some of these crazy YouTube folks, and she'd be like, "Girl, you going through all that? I see what's going on and all that." And but she has always encouraged me. She's always prayed for me, and she's always told me the truth. So those are the type of people you need in your life. If you don't have them, get some. And the only way you can get that is be willing to accept the love, to be willing to accept sometimes the constructive criticism, because constructive criticism is to help you. It's not to hinder you. It's not to hurt you. It's actually there to make you a better person, because some people see potential in you. I've had the Word and a few other people in my chat that have always told me, Selena, don't keep allowing people to drag you down. You have so much potential to do more. Do not keep, and I thank God for those type of people that surrounds me. And I want to say I appreciate you, the Word. For those who are praying people, please pray for him. The Word. He's going through some issues, but he's always been encouraging to me and always watched out for my channel. And he's been knowing me for 4 years. And there's other people in this chat that I didn't name that have always said, and even if you go and look at the playbacks, they've always been encouraging. They always told me, hey, you're going down the wrong path, come on back. So I appreciate people like that. I appreciate people that can be real with me. And it's some folks don't want anything from you. They just enjoy you being who you are. And I appreciate those type of people. I really do. Because in this world where everybody's trying to get something from you or take something or do something with your information, do something with what you told them, all this weird stuff that people be doing diabolical behind the scenes. And it's like, just to find out that it's some real genuine people, it's a blessing. So hey Dimple, what's up? So I really appreciate those people that have came into my life and showed me some love. I really do. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Genesis, I appreciate you for coming up and sharing with me. We got 20 more days till 2025. So do you have any things that you're looking forward to in 2025? Or what do you kind of see yourself in 2005 doing?
I'm already mentally and emotionally in 2025. I've been in 2025 since about September of 2020.
Okay.
And I just think that I think people need to really spread the love, spread the joy, spread the humanity, give each other grace. At the end of the day, we're all battling something. Nobody really
Right.
knows, what anyone else is going through. But just
Mm-hmm.
be kind, be gentle with each other. And I agree with you. I think more women need to be more friendlier with each other, more genuine with each other. All the backbiting,
Right.
jealousy, and all of this stuff is so draining. It's so
Right.
draining. Listen, we all can't be supermodels. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being, a regular old plain Jane. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you see like a good looking woman, like Selena, you're a very nice looking lady, you're a very nice lady, compliment somebody. It doesn't take
Mm-hmm.
anything away from who you are. Just because
Mm-hmm.
somebody else, looks cute in a cute dress, you might look cute in a pantsuit. At
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day, you still look cute. It doesn't matter. You know what
Right.
I mean? I just think
Right.
all the negativity, all the dragging down, it's so draining, people. It is so draining. Life is so short. I could go to my bed and not wake up tomorrow morning. At least I want to know that I had fellowshiped with people. I had love in my heart for
Right.
people. You know what I mean? I gave friendship, I gave fellowship, you know what I mean? I left somebody feeling a little bit better than they were when they encountered me. You know what I mean? And people say, oh, Genesis 1, you're such a goody two. She's blah, blah, blah. You're always about the peace, love, and positivity. But there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with peace, love,
And
and positivity.
and at the end of the day, I can appreciate you are very articulate, very well spoken person, and you also have a lot of emotional intelligence that a lot of people lack. So I will give you your props on that. You've always been a person, you know how to be direct, but at the same time, you know how to word things that it will come off. It won't be offensive. And I think that is a great quality to have. It so it says that you have a lot of emotional intelligence, and you have intellect on how to um, you know carry out a conversation, and as well as like I said, tell a person how you feel or how you see a matter. So I appreciate that about you. There's nothing sister a little ghetto about you, honey. But uh yeah, you just want to just to be real with you, you just a person, you are a wordsmith to me. You have a very great vocabulary. I hope that um, I can continue to keep working on my vocabulary so that it could really, like, I could say things without having, and I know how to say things without cursing, but even more, I want to be more, how can I say this? I want to be more effective in my communication. And so, in order for me to be like that, I have to have more vocabulary. I have to know how to, uh, how to say a thing. Get my message across without it being rude or offensive to another person. And that's a great quality that you have. And shout out to you, Miss Genesis. You're one of the other older women on here. And you're not older, but you're older than me. But I'm just saying you're still a younger woman, but you are at the age now where I'm pretty sure a lot of things don't bother you. Like maybe it would bother me. But you definitely have carried yourself very well on this platform for what I can see, and for the couple of years that I've been on here, you handle yourself very well. So shout out to you.
Oh, thank you so much. That really, really means a lot to me, Selena. I really appreciate it. I think at the end of the day, we have to really understand what we want to entertain and what our equilibrium will tolerate. So
Hmm.
I think that, there's nothing wrong with being kind. There's nothing wrong with being graceful. There's nothing wrong with just, you know, meeting people where they are. Now,
Right.
I combat somebody with negativity and I know that is not my genetic makeup, I will walk away from it and say what
Hmm.
I want. But for me, I want peace of mind. And the best thing that I love to do. I love living rent free in somebody's head. I love that.
Rent
I
free.
love that.
Well, apparently I live rent free in a lot of people's head that I didn't even expect to, but okay.
All
I don't
right,
know
there
if
you
I'm
go.
okay with that.
Listen, they're having sleepless nights. Sleepless nights while you are sleeping comfortable in your bed, honey.
I mean, I'm like, I done built condos in folks' heads, but okay, that's what you want to go with. All right, shit. Look, I ain't gonna be worried with you, but it's all good. But I appreciate you coming up, Miss Genesis. I really do.
Thank you so much. Listen, I'm on a YouTube sabbatical. I'm not even supposed to be in these YouTube streets, honey. I was in the clouds, but I saw my honey, 6'1" brown liquor drinking cowboy Russell Red, up in here talking
You
mess.
know,
I'm like, what?
you done ran the boy off. You done ran the boy off. Boy, Russell's about to come up here. He saw you, boy. He dropped down fast. I'm like, dang. I needed to laugh tonight, and Russell just left me, boy. I'm
Shout
telling
out
you.
to you, Russell Red, honey. The Kiki's under the mat. You know how it goes, honey. I love you, baby.
All right. Y'all
Oh
be
my
blessed. I'll talk to you later.
God.
He said he said I was his baby mama, so I guess I'll let y'all make it. I guess I'll let y'all
Hold on
make
a
it.
second. Hold
Because
on.
I'm
Wait,
the
wait,
baby
wait.
mama. I'm the
Wait,
baby
wait.
mama.
How am I his internet wife and you're the baby mama? How's that gonna work?
I don't even know. Russell is just crazy. So but he definitely makes me laugh. So that's a plus for him.
Listen,
You
it's
know.
all fun and games. It's all fun and games with Mr. Russell Red. I have a lot of respect for him. I think he's an amazing individual, a very very smart man, and
Right.
it's all fun and games. And listen, if you can't, have the ish and the giggles, come on now, you can't take it.
Right. Yeah.
You can't.
Exactly. Yeah, Bucky. Russell's over here a lot of times. Yeah, he's over here. He was up on my platform. Then he decided to drop down and then said I kicked him out. Like just lying his ass off. But thank you so much, Genesis. I appreciate you. Okay, I'm about to end this live. So thank you so much. Shout out to Genesis. Genesis, if you put your channel in the chat, so people can mod up. I mean not mod up, but uh be a
Switch
member,
up.
not a member of your channel, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Join her channel. And anybody else that is in the chat that has a channel, please, if you are a mod, please put your channel in the chat as well. And thank you, Miss Kiki, for coming through. Love you to Reese's Pieces. I appreciate you guys. Check out Miss Kiki. I post a lot of her things on my community wall, so you guys check her out as well. Very powerful person, and I use a lot of her content. So shout out to Miss Kiki. But yeah, I just wanted to say a few things that I learned this year, and I will continue to keep learning. As long as you're living, you're going to learn something. It's about if you apply it to your life. That's the problem that most people have, that I have. You know the lesson, you've learned the lesson, so you say, and then you find yourself repeating the same thing because you actually didn't learn it. Hey, my whole vibe, good to see you. Long time no see. Thank you for coming through. So once you learn the lesson, apply it. That's what I have to say to myself, because some lessons I'm like, sometimes I feel like I'm slow because I keep on certain things, I just keep repeating it. So I don't want to do that this coming year, 2025. I want to be in a better place, a better state of mind, better state of heart. And I just want to move forward. And I just want to be real and just be like, you know what? If I can't do it, I can't do it. If I can't fool with you, I can't fool with you. If I don't like something, I just don't like it. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So um, I'm more interested in being real with me than anybody else on this platform and outside of this platform. If I'm good with me, if I can look at myself in the mirror, then I'm good. I'm good. So shout out to everybody that came through. I hope you press the like button. And I hope you press the notification so the next time I go live, you will know it. So shout out to my wonderful guests that came up, from Miss Genesis, from Miss Lonnie, Empress Lonnie One Love. Who else I had up on my platform? Hassan. I had it was somebody else I thought I had up, but Russell, he didn't stay up. But and shout out to my super chats. I really appreciate Lee and Andre W. And I know he was leaving to go to sleep. So have a good night, everyone. And I will talk to you guys later. I appreciate the ones that came and stuck around. And for those who will listen to the playback, guys. So I will talk to you guys later. And I'm out. We'll play my little music and I'm gone. Y'all be good. Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Selena.
It's a vibe, baby. Oak Cliff girl. Can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl. Put them heels on and prove.
Welcome to Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows.
It's all good. We can do whatever we want to do now. I'm in my bag right now. And I got a feeling, babe. Yeah. You're gonna be my number one lover. Spending the night making love to each other. With the lights on top of the covers. Just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're my
Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana boo boo.